A first Grand Tour stage win for Juan Ayuso, one of the big favourites coming into this race, overshadowed, you would have to say, by the chances of Primoz Roglic. Today he is proving himself, as if he needed to, Robbie McEwen, that he is in this race. He's here for the party.
Pre-race, we all talked about Primoz Roglic being the favourite with his pedigree, 5 Grand Tours already to his name, but Ayuso, the main challenger, almost equal favourite. And today, he just showed that he is worthy of that mantle of equal favourite of this race, and he just blasted off. And Roglic, after letting his team ride all day, missed the move.
I mean, for Roglic here, he's not even in shot yet, and he ends up with those guys on the line. I don't know if that was a bad day for Roglic. It looked to be on paper, considering the riders that were there or thereabouts at the front, like Ciccone on a climb like that. Yes, it suits him, yes, he's local, but you'd expected Roglic to be better than him. So if that was a bad day, you question why he was smiling after the line. 4 seconds lost, and bonus seconds, obviously, but this early in the race, it's nothing to worry about.
Look at the way he's come back from out of nowhere. He wasn't even in the picture. And we're talking about such a compact bunch coming into that final kilometre. We're saying, well, someone could easily mess this up by getting boxed in. Maybe that is what happened to Roglic. He was really poorly placed when it started really happening.
We sometimes question the cohesion, the direction of UAE Team Emirates in the absence of Tadej Pogacar, but today they played a blinder. Red Bull doing all the work for most of the day. They're able to swoop in and take a 1-2 in the stage, Matt.
Well, yeah, Red Bull stepped up, took it up pretty much all day long. Then we had a little bit of a little trek, and then Rafa Majka did what Rafa Majka does so good. Terminal velocity, strips the group right down on the steeper slopes. He does that so well. Then they end up 1-2-ing, but they profited from the work of Red Bull Bora-Hansgrohe. But when a team does that, you're just going to let them do it. Even with a depleted team now with Jai gone, they set them up. I think they thought they might have got a little bit more out of Roglic. I think we'll find out post-race whether Roglic was just misplaced or whether he was suffering. We'll find out.
He won't say.
We shall see, but a brilliant 1-2. But also, the ride of the day for me, save for the win from Ayuso. Egan Bernal, flipping it. I was cheering for that lad. I mean, the guy was nearly out of the sport. Could have been worse. Egan Bernal, 3rd place.
Yeah. He was nearly out of Earth.
Yeah, we were asking Ineos about why are Ineos riding here, but Egan is putting out the best numbers of his life. That was a ride of real redemption and braveness from Egan Bernal today.
Matt, as we watch that, remind us what this man has been through to even be in this race.
Broke his back out training a few years ago. In Colombia, basically, he was on his TT bike, looked round and hit the back of a bus.
Went into a stationary bus at 4
Yeah, stationary bus. Basically. And it was looking like he wasn't going to walk again. And he's just had the backing of the team. He's fought and he's slowly getting back to his best. In fact, at the moment, apparently, according to him, he's putting out the best numbers of his career. Yep, we're in a different world now. There's a different rider that have overtaken him, but that was a superb ride.
But correct me if I'm wrong, hasn't he also recently broken a collarbone and an operation on that as well? He just keeps getting up and keeps coming back. But it's so good to see him back at the pointy end of a race when the stage winner's up for grabs.
I know this race is on right now, but hashtag Egan for Vuelta.
Egan for the Giro.
Egan for Giro. I mean, I've got goosebumps just thinking about it. I think he's a rider, he's a person who's personified such grace, such determination, Adam. The way that he has managed to double down and commit to himself, commit to this sport. With, as I say, I think the grace and the class of the man has shone through all the way through this.
100%. I think he's a true champion, you know. When he was younger, when he won the Tour de France, when he won the Giro, you said it the other day, this man is going to win 5 Grand Tours and that's going to be it. He could still win a Grand Tour, the form that he showed today, but the struggle to get there, we have no idea how hard that is. Any of us, like us mere mortals of the sport, to get to a GC level, even us guys, we've been in professional cycling, we've never been in GC, we've never been understood that side of it and how difficult it can be. For him to be where he was to where he is now is just... It's almost beyond belief because it's so impressive.
Yeah, I remember all of the cycling world applauding collectively when he posted on his social media that he was standing up even, never mind getting back on a bike again. After all of that drama, though, Primoz Roglic is the Mania Rosa at the end of today. He has a 4-second lead now over Juan Ayuso, 9 seconds over Isaac Del Toro. We'll bring you that top 10 once we can. But this is where I get excited, Robbie, because the GC battle has begun, hasn't it?
It really has. I mean, there was glimpses of it in the time trial on day 2, but this is the first real measuring up between the favourites of this race on one of the the only mountaintop finishers in this Giro. There's only a couple of them.
Yep.
So I think this was a really important one for us to see who's strongest uphill, and even for that psychological blow as well. Juan Ayuso, although not leading the race, just 4 seconds down on Primoz Roglic, he is more than in this fight.
Yeah, but he also has Isaac Del Toro right beside him. He has Brandon McNulty in that top 10 as well. So Max Poole has moved up 2 spots from the start of the day. He was in 7th, I think, or was it 8th? Anyway, he is now in 5th. Michael Storer has moved up. McNulty, Vacek, Simon Yates now into the top 10, as indeed is Richard Carapaz. And we're starting to get a bit of an idea as to how this GC may well shape up, even though, as we say, it is very, very early stages. Only one more mountaintop finish to come, but there are plenty of hilly stages, Matt, and it's a different kind of testing terrain over which these guys are going to be battling it out for the pink jersey, because we have a lot that are levelling off just after the crest of the mountain. So we've still got plenty of testing road to come.
Yeah, we've got the likes of the Colle de Finestra, for example, where Chris Froome took off back on Route 2, a sensational victory. We've got some big climbs, but as you say, the Mortirolo and the Colle de Finestra, where they're placed, it's deeper into the Giro, but they're well over, like 60, 70 k's away from the finish. And so still hard climbs, but at a different point. But again, this climb today, although it was a mountaintop finish with that 5k lead into the final 2k to the top, still had a different feel. It's still densely packed at the top. We've still got the true mountains to come, but we are now getting a sense of who are going to be the riders to look for today. But yeah, that's our first taste, but the true mountains are still to come in this race. It's teed things up beautifully.
One of the losses for UAE is Adam Yates in that. He slipped out the top 10.
Yeah.
He's come down a little bit. We saw him.
He was out of the top 10 already. Was he not 12, I think, at the start of today?
I think he might be even 13th or 14th now, but he's lost
Adam was
more
12th
time. He's on the final climb there, he's been riding with a bandage on his leg, so might be a bit injured still.
Oh, he
he's
definitely.
lost time.
I saw pictures after yesterday from UAE team. Skin off his shoulder, his hip, his knee. He went down really quite hard in that crash yesterday. So to even be in that group with a kilometre to go and lose just a few seconds is a really good effort, considering what he went through yesterday.
Yeah, absolutely. Yesterday we had Hannah waiting at the team bus, didn't we, trying to get an update from Adam Yates.
No wonder he didn't come out.
Yeah, absolutely. A long night for him. We'll see just where he is in GC in a moment.